welcome to lesson 3-6. We're multiplying decimals by 10, 100, or 1,000. So before we even begin, let's talk about what this means. If we're multiplying by 10, that's one place value. 100 is two place values. And 1,000 is going to be three place values. So keep that in mind as we go to work our problems out. So it says Javier is helping his parents put up posters in their movie theater. Each poster has a thickness of 12 thousandths inch. How thick is a stack of 10 posters, 100 posters, and 1,000 posters? So if we have 12 thousandths inch and each poster is that much, then each is going to tell us that we are multiplying. So we are going to multiply this by 10. So we want to get larger, and so we want to move towards the whole numbers as we're getting larger. So if we're starting off if we're ending in the thousandths place here, we want to move forward. So we're still going to have our 12, but we want our 2, instead of being in the thousandths place, what is one larger than that? The tenths place. So if this is now in my tenths place, if this is in our thousandths place and we're going one smaller or one larger, this is our hundredths place. So we want our 2 in our hundredths place. So if this is our hundredths, that makes this our tenth, which means there's our decimal and there's our 0. So there's our answer. So let's do it again for 100. So this time we're moving 2 place values. Do you see that? So now we're in the thousandths place, and I want to move it 2. So I don't want it to be in the tenths place. I want it to be in the hundredths place. I want it to be in the tenths place. So I want my 2 to be in my tenths place, which means I have my decimal, which means my 1 has to be in the ones place. Did my 1 also move 2? Let's look at that. 1, 2. Yes, it did. It moved 2 place values. So there's my answer there. Let's try 1,000. So here we have 3 place values. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We want our 1 to be in the tens place. 1, 2, 3. We want our 2 to be in the ones place. So therefore, our decimal goes after the ones place. So our answer is 12. Okay, let's try some more. So here we have number 1, 9 thousandths times 10. That's one place value. So I want this to be here. So I'm going to keep everything else the same, 0, decimal, 0, but instead of that 0, I want it to be my 9. So there's my answer. Let's look at number 2. We have 4 5/10 times 10. Well, again, I want my 5 to be in my ones place, so my 4 has to then be in my tens place because we're moving one place value. So then we have 4, 5, decimal, 0. Okay, is that making some sense? Let's do another one. Let's do 3. So we have 3 1/10 times 1,000. So now I'm wanting it to move 3 places. So we're in the ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So I know I want my 3 to be in my thousandths place. So I'm going to go tenths to ones, to tens, to hundreds. I want my 1 in my hundreds place. So then I fill in the rest with zeros. All right, let's try another one. 7 4/10 times 100. So this one, and we should have wrote 3 place values, and this is 2 place values. So again, we're in the ones, tens, hundreds, so I know I need that in my hundreds place. 2 place values, ones, tens, so if this is hundreds, I need this in my tens. So then what goes in my ones place? a 0, and then don't forget our decimal. All right, I hope that's making some sense. So you go ahead and try it on your Savas quiz.